throw to get things going. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. Down the left sideline. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
A gain of 67 yards. That's good for Bills. First down.
They'll run here, and it's Charbonnet. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Buffalo. Butker's extra point is good. And the Bills are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Johnson now to return. Oh, he's got now a hit, and he lost the football. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale.
The pressure is too much, and he goes down. They'll try and play with some pace early on.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Daniels gonna throw again. Quickly to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
17 yards. And the Bengals
throwing again. Daniel.
After allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
At the Bills' 34-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. Forced to his right. A throw there on 2nd down. Going to be incomplete. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
Ready? Liking 18.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. That one caught. Monte Turpin. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bengals come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense ready now for their 2nd drive. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Take the handoff, and now it's Allen. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Cougar 19. Hey,
On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. Taking the deep shot for Smith-Njigba. Throw here down the field. With fall, incomplete. Second and 10.
It's second down and 10.
18. Here we go. Start.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. The offense in hurry-up mode, pushing the pace.
Makes it third and 4.
Ready, right?
Third and short, and it's Daniel. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's Daniel. That's taken in, and he's out of bounds in great shape, down at the 15-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10.
To throw is Daniel. Taking off, looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
Come on. Ready.
They'll run the sneak, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Bengals. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
Makes the score.
Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a first and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 38.
Downs goes in motion. Here's Charbonnet. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. Throwing on second down. It's Allen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
To the left side, into the hands of Moore. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Allen, gonna look deep, looking for more. That is caught, and he'll get into the end zone. DJ Moore, touchdown, Bills. The extra point by Butker is good, and the Bills will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Devontae Turpin on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And he brings this back all the way to midfield. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They get set to take over once more. They've been able to move the ball with relative ease. Their first couple of possessions, both ending in touchdowns. But still they find themselves tied as they start with the ball again here on first down. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals.
37-yard line.
Daniels now going to look to throw. The coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete. Try again. It's second and 10. Throwing now. Daniel. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he's taken down on what should this first quarter. One quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. Knotted at 14 on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter. They've got it facing 3rd and a yard.
Ready? Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos.
Throwing is Daniel. Ball incomplete. Humphrey outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Warriors 70. 70. Go.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. Taking off. He'll try to get there. He'll try and hurry to the line here.
60
Daniels now on 1st down. Pushed out to his left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
19 Lions. Let's go. Ready.
They'll throw with Daniels. That is caught. What a throw. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Down Cincinnati. The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2. Now Daniels. Moving outside the pocket. This is hot. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Looking to throw, it's Allen. Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete, and he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Bills, 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Bills.
On 1st down, it's Allen. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. John Franklin Myers getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6. McBride is the motion man. Allen now on 2nd down. Pass right side to down. Still going inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Josh down. Touchdown Buffalo. Butker's extra point is good. And the Bills move back to within 1. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. The Bengals offense and Jackson, Smith, and Jigba ready to get back to work. Their lead is just a point. They begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Rolling right.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
And this will be incomplete. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And that is incomplete.
Aaron Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. Going up top for Evans. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Daniel. Over the middle, the tight end Musgrave. Get about 6 before he's taken down. Daniel gonna throw again. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And it looks like he's gonna have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And they're gonna get this all the way down inside the 5. Give them 27, and it's first and goal. This offense moving quickly, and they'll try to get set. To the air again is Daniel. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Even in the air, here's Daniel. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. It's the safety, Julian Love. The drive begins at the 20. It's first and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And they will finally run him down. Throwing now. Allen here on. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he's out of bounds. Gain of about 10, so that'll help as they get set to face a third down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's got his man. That's down. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Moore going in motion. Allen to the throw on first and 10. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. It's second down. Throw once more. Here's Allen. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown. Touchdown, Bills. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Bengals offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is third and 10. Forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Daniels trying to get his guys to line up quickly.
It's a gain of 18. And the Bengals
19, pioneer.
first down. First and 10 at the 48.
They'll look to throw again. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Come on, go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of
It's a
downs.
gain of 11. That's good for a Bengals
Panther 11,
first down.
Panther 11.
On first and 10, here's Daniels. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
It's second down and 10.
19, Lion. 19.
Here's Daniels. Out to his right. He's going to run it. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it third and 4.
Here we go.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Moving to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
That's another.
They'll come up here, first and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. On the run to the right. He's going to keep it himself. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
Broncos. Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Now Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same. We get set for quarter number 3. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Bengals offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. Touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. First and 10. Exiting the pocket right. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. They'll throw with Daniels. He's got that complete to Turpin. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll try to go up tempo here as they hustle to the line.
At the 44-yard line.
On first down, Daniels.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
He'll swing this one out to Cook. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Gets made right side. It's Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Still on Johnson. Touchdown, Bengals. The Bengals throwing now. Daniel. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2.
I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback. It all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
The Bills offense and Josh Downs heading back to the field. Both these offenses have been in form. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. Allen working from the pistol. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards.
On 1st down, Allen to the right side, caught by McBride. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Give to Charbonnet. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
24-yard gain on the play.
1st and 10, and it's Allen. To the left side and taken in by Downs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. That's the veteran Calais Campbell in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And he will score again. Got down. Touchdown, Bills. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having his way.
The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down.
Let's go.
Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
Daniels now on 1st down. He'll find his running back Cook. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
That's another Bengals 1st down.
To throw is Daniels. He's got it at the 7. And he's in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Bengals will tie things up all even at 35. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. A quick throw on this RPO, and Downs has it. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 31 yards.
1st and 10.
Moore going in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So these screenplays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground.
That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Bills.
To throw again, it's Allen. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Bengals offense and veteran receiver Mike Evans getting set for this drive. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll take a shot downfield for Musgrave. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Steady.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. And they'll knock him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Daniels gonna throw again. He's gonna try it here again. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up 3rd down. Throwing again. Daniels. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go now. Ready.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. Got it with Smith in Jigba. And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down on a well-designed play to get 16 to keep the drive going. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To the air again is Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Bengals 1st down.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
16 more yards.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
60 Vikings.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Here's Daniel. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. On first down, it's Allen. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw on first and 10, Allen. That's caught downfield by McBride. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Bills. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense are going to get set to take over once more. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Gotta make something happen, so they'll press the tempo a bit.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
On first down, Daniel. Moving left. Now he'll run. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there.
A gain of
First and 10.
yards. That's another
Let's go now.
first down.
They'll throw with Daniel. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 3.
On second down, it's Daniel. And he will score. Game on. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Bengals. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
This is the NFL.
Viking 18. Warriors 17. Get up. 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Right to the air goes Daniels. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get possession here as they force the
Well, we just saw worst case scenario when doing just that. Not only can you not connect, the ball falls into the waiting arms of this defense.
Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
70 Rangers. Go.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He'll try to run for it. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They get 21 on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket. And when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. This one is caught. It is a touchdown. There's a marker down. Let's see if it holds up. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bengals will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter.
Ready up. Cougar 19. Mustang 19. Viking 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Daniels now on 1st down. He'll swing this one out to Cook, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down.
Good for a Bengals first down.
Let's go now.
Here's Cook. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Now Daniels. Flush to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Throwing now. Daniels. Flush to his left. He runs with it.
Good awareness there on 3rd down. He's thinking there's nothing there. Tuck it and head for the sticks. He's able to get the first down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And the Bills are going to have it just past their 25.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Again, working deep downfield. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Ready.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. That's to his tight end, Jawan Johnson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard, it's Daniels. He's got his big target, that's Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain of 16 on that pass play. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the 1st half clock. Plus, to his right. He'll run again. And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive, getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Now he's just going to pitch this one forward. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. This one caught at the 4. And he's close to another 1st down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal.
Throwing again. Daniel. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Bills are... Throwing is Daniel. There's Evans. He's got it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, like, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. You got to...
On the set. Cowboy in.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. They'll bring this up to the 22. Evan Williams is there for the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here we go. Panther 11. Panther 11. 70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Taken in right side. by the tight end Johnson. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
16 yards. That's good for a Bengals
60
first down.
60 Bobcats.
First and 10.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. And nice work there. Going to a slide and gain about 7. They'll look to pick up the pace.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 40.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Going up top for Evans. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
By Joey Porter Jr.
Daniels now going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Jackson Smith and Digba, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
19, Tiger, 19.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. Now he'll run it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Give him 19 yards as they get the 4th down conversion.
First down.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. First and 10 now from the 36. Here's Daniels. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans.
Brings up 2nd and 7. Bills 33-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They'll throw with Daniels. Going up top. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
EA Sports covered. And we drop you in at the start of this next possession in a 3-0 ball game. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, down at the 31. Now Daniel's going to keep it. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Throwing now is Daniels. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. To throw is Daniels. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Bengals
Here we go.
first down.
Left up, 60
First and 10 at the
Daniels looking to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one in.
19 Lions. 2. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Here's Daniels. That's caught inside the 20. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Daniels going to keep it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 60. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This will be caught just inside the 10. On the gain of 3 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Ready, break.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
To the air goes Daniels. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Come on, ready.
Daniels going to throw for it. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Cook. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Touchdown! James Cook from 3 yards out. And the Bengals have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time Charles A. Bengals drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Set up. Warrior 70. Buffalo 8.
The final shot before break. Daniels airing this one out for Evans. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. The divisional round playoffs continue on this Saturday night. 2 more games tomorrow, but first, let's look back at what's already happened today. Our look at the NFL.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Still first down.
Now Daniels. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
70 Timberwolves.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
60 Bison.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. He'll try and throw for it here. He'll try to do it himself. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is... EA Sports coverage of the NFL play. Throwing right away is Daniels. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. Back to throw. Daniels. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here first and goal. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Daniil Hunter. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Operating from the gun. Daniels. Open man downfield is Johnson. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Johnson. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Back to throw. Daniels. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And incomplete on the deep ball. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Back to throw. Daniels. And that'll be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incomplete. completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 4 yards. First down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
You know, he's been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. On the slant, here's Smith-Njigba. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
But it's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. A minute 55 left. Bengals drive about to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
4th down.
They'll look to throw again. That's to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here that's close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Now he's going to step up and run. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that is caught. So following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field. Following the fumble recovery, Daniels looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Back back to throw now on first down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
He's going to try and go deep again. And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Cook looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Second and goal.
Back to throw. Daniels. He'll dump this off to Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Cup 19! Cup 19! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
On 4th down, Daniels. And it's incomplete. They cannot. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. They start the drive with Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And now they're in the hurry up.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Now Daniels going to keep it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will take it in.
To throw is Daniels.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that.
Daniels looking to throw. A short throw to Musgrave.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
On the set. 19, 5, 9, let's go. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Go.
To the air goes Daniels.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll take the...
Bengals going to live to fight another week as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.
Y'all got a problem my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We might as well Power Rangers. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't cause the matrix. Got that touch my savior. Give me that touch of my head.
Give me a T, then give me the E, then give me an A, give me an M, and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give them the key. And it's only me. Wait till they, then give me a team. Give me a team. Give me a team, give me a team, give me a team. They wanna scheme, 'cause I wanna sing. And she want the team, and she want the team, and she want the team. I'm what I hype about, I'm a direction to write about. Did too much numbers to type them out, but I'm one away from that micro route. Step on my brothers, we hike them down. I'ma step on my brothers, the hype inside. I've been married them, but I can't wipe and I'm wiping. I fell back in love with the process now. Should've started with that, yeah. Different than all of them rats, my heart is a test. Lab on them outside and stuff in the back. I've been walking them down and then walking them back like ill. Y'all gotta sell that, and the waist can't get they belt back. If I fell back, that girl felt that. Dust these Jones, I just these spell check. Give me a team, then give me the E, then give me an A, give me an M, and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give them the key. And it's only me. Wait till they, then give me a team. Give me a team. Give me a team, give me a team, give me a team. They wanna scheme, 'cause I wanna sing. And she want a team, and she want a team, and she want a team. But there's don't running other games, oh yeah. But they can't running other games, oh yeah. But there's don't running other lanes, oh yeah. The games, oh yeah. The games, oh yeah. But there's don't running other games, oh yeah. But they can't running